Of course. We'll come back for you. This is the proof of our promise. I was then handed a single silver coin. I raised my head to look up at my parents. And what unfolded before me was the same familiar ceiling. Another dream about the past. Wiping the sweat off my brow, there were also traces of blood. The stitches on my wound must have opened up. I don't feel pain. I'm what they call a witch. That's why I was brought to this shady organization that trains assassins. I pulled the silver coin from my pocket and held it up towards the ceiling, where it glimmered in the moonlight. I could still recall the warmth of my mother and father's embrace from that day, the sound of their gentle laughter. We'll be a family again soon. They promised me, after all. They didn't come today, but I'm sure they'll be back for me tomorrow. Right? I wiped my blade clean and tossed it into the ocean. Another job done. Standing before the sea in the dead of night, I pulled out that silver coin. What had caused me immeasurable pain to even look at in days past now evoked nothing within me. In that case, I should be able to get rid of this coin. But why can't I bear to part with it? They were the ones who threw me away. So I should just... I'll scrap it after my next job. All of these worthless sentiments, memories, this proof of a promise, every last thing. Take out a nobleman's daughter and make it look like an accident. That's my next job. Killing a young lady still on the mend. It must be something serious. Maybe a love affair gone wrong, or some other sordid reason. No point in thinking too much. All I have to do is carry out the work I've been given. I made my way into the manor disguised as a butler, and the nobleman's daughter introduced herself as Evelyn. Such an irritating girl. She kept prattling on and on about things I didn't ask her about. About how excited she was to meet the manor's new butler. To meet me. About her family. About her beloved younger sister. About the little bird she received on her birthday. When I get better, my parents will come to take me back home. At those words, a breath caught in my throat. Don't let her notice your unease. Just spit out some trite words that sound nice. Ugh, God damn it. I do hope the lord and lady come back for you soon. I think I'm going to be sick. This morning, the girl, who was supposed to have drunk poisoned tea, appeared to be perfectly fine. That didn't work either, huh? This is getting strange. Could it be that this girl is a witch too? If so, that would explain everything, including the reason why she was left alone here. Having a witch in the family, even just the suspicion of it, is enough to cause a scandal. Especially in noble society, where reputation is everything. Which means that girl... She was in the manor's garden, burying her little pet bird that suddenly died this morning. It was twittering so cheerfully just yesterday, she said, attempting to muster up a smile. I must admit, I felt a twinge of pity for her in that moment. Don't let her get to you. As per the organization's final warning, I need to finish this job by the next full moon. Well, if I can't make it look like an accident, there's only one option left. The girl's sleeping face, illuminated by the full moon, appeared so blissfully carefree. At the very least, I'd make it quick and painless so she wouldn't suffer long. I took the knife in my hand and brought it down in one swift motion. Just before the knife could pierce her body, I felt something stop me, and the blade shattered into pieces. A power that repels harm, huh? No wonder all of my previous assassination attempts had failed. You can't kill me either, can you? I must have woken her. Wait. Did she just say either? Before I could respond, she pressed the hem of her nightgown against my hand. The white fabric slowly seeped in red. My blade must have nicked me when it shattered. Don't worry about it. I don't feel pain, I said. The girl looked shocked, but quickly averted her gaze. Even if there's no pain, it doesn't erase the truth that you've been hurt. Those words caused something in my chest to twist and tighten. Suddenly, the sound of glass breaking pierced the air. I sensed the presence of multiple people. Assassins sent by the organization. I took care of the first run of assassins, but more were sure to come soon. I needed to gather some weapons quickly, but my vision began to blur. Maybe I'd lost too much blood. Seeing me covered in wounds, the girl burst into tears. She kept saying it was all her fault. My injuries, the little bird's death. Her incoherent words continued to pour out, but my hazy mind could barely grasp anything at all.
If you were just going to abandon me, why did you make that promise? You only gave me false hope!
And yet, the moment I heard those words, it was almost as if I was looking at my younger self. Clinging to my parents' promise, waiting endlessly, only to be hurt every time I realized they wouldn't come. Though it caused me so much pain, I continued living because of that very promise. Without it, I would have long since... My wounds felt strangely hot. I recognized this sensation. This was... pain. Footsteps approached. Damn it. How was I supposed to make it out in this state? It may not have been very long, but I'll always treasure the time we had spent together. Thank you so much. As she uttered those words, the girl just smiled softly. You should run, she said. She had a look of acceptance on her face, knowing she was going to be abandoned anyway. But that's not what she wants. What she really wants lies in words that only I could tell her. I understood her painfully well, since I bore the same wounds. And because of that, I also knew how to mend them. I knelt before her and held out the silver coin. Please wait here. I will surely come back for you. This is the proof of my promise. She hesitated, but I placed the coin firmly in her palm. I will not abandon you, my lady. Her eyes sparkled like stars, as if she was a lost child who had finally found her way home. Wano, please, don't get hurt. The pain that had been so bothersome just moments ago now felt almost precious. As you wish, Lady Evelyn.